Welcome, I'm Rose Oakley, and today we're going to be making a delicious, quick and easy rigatoni. Alright, to get started, I've already chopped 1/4 of an onion. I've got 1 package of sliced mushrooms, and here I've got some sweet basil I picked up from my garden. If you haven't seen my garden video, be sure and check it out. I'll post a link above. Let's go ahead and chop this up real quick. Next, we're going to prep our baking dish with some grease spray. Any grease will work. This is so your pasta doesn't stick, and it'll also make it easier when cleaning. Moving on to a hot pan, add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Add your onions and saute for 1 minute. I also like to use this Johnsonville ground Italian sausage. This is mild. If you can't find the ground sausage, that's perfectly fine. Sometimes I buy the links and just slice them into smaller pieces. I like to use my spoon to break it up. We're going to cook this until it's browned. Once your sausage is browned, you want to go ahead and put it on another plate temporarily. Now today I'm going to be a little bit lazier because I'm kind of in a hurry. So I'm going to just scoot it to one side, and I'm going to try and saute my mushrooms on the other side. You want to add 2 tablespoons of oil, and then we're going to add our mushrooms in. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm going to let my butter melt, and I'm going to saute my mushrooms for a few minutes until they're nice, wet, and tender. Of course, they're easier to mix when you have an empty pan. That's why I ask that you put your sausage in a plate temporarily. But I'm improvising today. You want to do whatever works for you. Now I'm going to come in with 2 teaspoons of minced garlic or 2 cloves of garlic. At this point, you want to add back your ground sausage if you haven't already, and give it a mix. Let's spice this up with a little bit of salt, and this is to your taste, and some pepper, and this is also to your taste. We're also going to add some Italian seasoning, and we'll do 1 teaspoon. Let's give this a quick mix, combining all our flavors, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat down to low. All right, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my sweet basil, and we'll get this all mixed in. We're going to add a jar of Classico Spaghetti sauce. If you have a favorite brand, you can feel free to use that. We're going to add the whole jar, and just so you know, this is a quick and easy recipe, which is why I'm using the jar. If you want a recipe to a homemade spaghetti sauce, be sure and subscribe below. To make my spaghetti sauce go farther, I like to fill it up with water at the 8-ounce mark and then give it a shake. Make sure everything comes off the sides, and we'll pour it all in there. We want to give this a mix. Now go ahead and put your temp down to low if you haven't already, because we're going to be simmering this while we cook our pasta. Here I've already started boiling my water. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil so our pasta doesn't stick, and then we'll also add a little bit of salt. About a teaspoon if you need a measurement. Today I'm going to be using rigatoni pasta. Rigatoni, oops. You want to pour your whole box in. I usually like using the Barilla brand, but you can use any brand you like. Give it a quick mix and then cook according to your box directions al dente. In the meantime, you want to shred half a block of mozzarella cheese. Don't use the one in the bag already shredded, because that has a waxy film and it's not going to melt very nice. Let me show you. Here's an example. You'll also need to shred some Parmesan cheese. Here I've got some already pre-made that I went ahead and shredded in my mixer with the attachment, which comes in really handy. I can pre-shred it and then put them in Ziploc bags. All right, so let's go ahead and mix them both together. Our pasta is now ready, so ready for a steam bath. Let's go ahead and drain this. We're ready to pour it all into our baking dish. We want to pour all of our sauce in on top. I like to mix it a little bit so everything gets coated in the sauce. Now we're going to top it with our cheese. Again, this is Parmesan and mozzarella. Add as much or as little as you want. At a 350-degree oven, you want to bake for about 6 minutes or until your cheese has melted. My rigatoni is out of the oven and ready to plate. If you'd like, you can top it off with some more Parmesan cheese. Now you just want to enjoy with a nice piece of bread. Don't forget to give this a like and share with your friends. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to do so below or hit my little picture on the side. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell to get notified of all of my new videos. And please be sure to check out these links on the side. Share with your friends. Thanks for watching and your support.